It's story time. Welcome to Trevor's Adventures, where every story is a magical journey. Let's see what adventure awaits us today. Today's story is called Trevor and the Mixed Up Day. Trevor woke up on Thursday morning and immediately knew something was different. First of all, his alarm clock was making a sound like a rooster instead of its usual beeping. Second, when he tried to brush his teeth, orange juice came out of the faucet instead of water. Well, that's interesting, Trevor said to himself, staring at his toothbrush dripping with orange juice. I wonder what's for breakfast. Probably toothpaste. He walked downstairs to find his mom standing at the stove, but instead of making breakfast, she was ironing clothes. And instead of using an iron, she was trying to cook eggs with the iron, pressing it down on the eggs like she was trying to flatten them. Morning, Mom, Trevor said carefully. How are the iron eggs coming along? His mom looked up with a confused expression. I'm not sure, sweetie. I keep trying to make breakfast, but I keep wanting to iron things instead. And look, I tried to iron your dad's shirt, but pancakes came out. She held up Dad's shirt, which now had two perfect pancakes stuck to it. Just then, Trevor's dad walked into the kitchen, but instead of walking normally, he was hopping on one foot like he was playing hopscotch. Good morning, everyone, he said cheerfully. Has anyone seen my shoes? I can't seem to walk normally today. I keep wanting to hop everywhere. It's actually pretty fun, but I'm getting dizzy. Trevor looked around the kitchen and noticed more weird things. The refrigerator was making music like a radio. The radio was keeping food cold somehow. The clock on the wall was showing the temperature instead of the time. And the thermometer by the window was ticking like a clock. I think everything got mixed up, Trevor announced. It's like all the things in our house forgot what they're supposed to do and decided to try each other's jobs. That would explain why I keep trying to wash dishes with the vacuum cleaner, his mom said, pointing to the sink where she had indeed been trying to clean a plate with the vacuum hose. Trevor's cat, Whiskers, walked by carrying a dog toy in her mouth and barking. Well, she was trying to bark, but since she was a cat, it came out as meow, but with a barking rhythm. Meow, meow, meow. At the same time, she could hear Buster, the dog, outside in the yard, trying to climb a tree like a cat. He wasn't very successful. This is the weirdest day ever, Trevor laughed. But also kind of awesome. It's like everything decided to have a career change day. Trevor decided to investigate further. He went to turn on the TV, but instead of showing cartoons, it started playing music. The radio was now showing a cooking show, but since it didn't have a screen, Trevor could only hear the sounds of someone chopping vegetables. You know what? Trevor said to his parents. Maybe we should just go with it. If everything wants to be mixed up today, let's be mixed up too. What do you mean? His dad asked, still hopping around the kitchen. Well, Dad, you're already hopping instead of walking. Mom, you're already trying to cook with an iron. Maybe we should try doing everything backwards or mixed up today and see what happens. So, that's exactly what they did. Trevor's mom decided to wear her pajamas to work, which were now bright purple instead of her usual business clothes. His dad hopped all the way to his car and then tried to drive by honking the horn instead of pressing the gas pedal. Surprisingly, the car seemed to understand and started moving forward every time he honked. Trevor decided to go to school backwards. literally walking backwards the whole way. When he got there, he found that all the other kids were doing mixed-up things too. His friend Sarah was writing with her feet and walking with her hands, which was very slow but surprisingly effective. His teacher, Mrs. Williams, was trying to teach math by singing it like opera, which was actually pretty entertaining. At lunchtime, Trevor's sandwich was somehow inside his juice box, and his juice was spread on bread like peanut butter. It actually tasted pretty good. The cafeteria lady was serving ice cream with a shovel and soup with an ice cream scoop, which made everyone giggle. By afternoon, Trevor realized that even though everything was mixed up and silly, people were finding new ways to do things. Sarah discovered she was actually really good at writing with her feet. Her handwriting was better than ever. Mrs. Williams' singing math lessons helped everyone remember their multiplication tables. And Trevor found that walking backwards helped him notice things he'd never seen before, like how many cool cracks in the sidewalk look like lightning bolts. When Trevor got home, his family compared notes about their mixed-up day. His mom had accidentally ironed all her papers at work instead of filing them, but it made them very flat and neat, and her boss said they looked more organized than ever. His dad had hopped through his whole business meeting, and everyone thought it was such a fun idea that they decided to have hopping meetings once a week. "You know what I learned today?" Trevor said as they sat down for dinner, which was served backwards, starting with dessert. "Sometimes when everything gets mixed up and weird, you discover new ways to do things that are actually pretty cool." "That's right," his mom agreed, successfully cutting her steak with a spoon. Somehow it worked. "I never knew ironing could be so relaxing, even if I was trying to cook with it." "And I never knew hopping could be such good exercise," his dad added. "I might just hop to work every Friday." Just as they finished dinner, which ended with salad, as planned, everything in the house made a little ding sound and went back to normal. The faucets ran water again, the clock showed the time, and Buster stopped trying to climb trees. But Trevor noticed that his family kept some of the mixed-up day habits. His mom still hummed while she cooked, even without the iron. His dad still hopped occasionally, just for fun, and Trevor still walked backwards sometimes when he wanted to see things differently. "This was the best mixed-up day ever," Trevor said as he brushed his teeth with actual water from the faucet. "Sometimes it's fun to try doing things in a completely different way. You never know what awesome stuff you might discover."